Hi, and welcome to this new video tutorial. This is the second part of the sections tutorial inside 3D Utilities. In the first video, we looked at building graphs inside 3D Utilities under graphic representations. In this video, we're going to see the central section of the graphic representations. So let's start with the horizontal section. What this allows me is, by selecting the entire model, I can specify an elevation of the section plane, either by inserting it manually with a value or by specifying directly a point on the model. So I'm going to snap this point, entities to be created, either polyline, 3D poly, or both, and in this case it's enough polyline. And as you can see, the section line has been created. The same goes for multiple horizontal section. So again, by selecting everything, I specify a point or insert a value. This is the point I'm going to select. But in this case, it also asks me for a step. For example, 30. Again, polyline. And as you can see, the multiple horizontal sections have been created. This is conceptually very similar to the contour lines command, but it has the advantage of letting me choose where to start, from what elevation to start the sectioning, and it's useful when you need to check the formations of a certain terrain, an example. Now we're going to see the vertical section. So to do a vertical section, you first need to draw a polyline. So I'll start by drawing a polyline, just like this. I'll give it a different color, and I'm going to go on vertical section. I'm going to select this, and as you can see, after selecting the model, I'm going to select the polylines, the section by. Again, I can either select a polyline or 3D poly. That's enough a polyline, and as you can see, the vertical section has been created. Now let's suppose you need to create the graph of this particular section line. You can do this actually by using rotate section by current UCS. So what this command does is to rotate this section line. Okay, so I'm going to go yes right here. It rotates it so you can put the graph on, but as you can see, the Z value became the Y value, so we need to change this because otherwise the graph will be wrong, will not be correct. So I'm going to open a new drawing. I'm going to copy my polyline right here. I'm going to paste it, and now we're going to insert the correct value for the graphic representation. So back here, I'm going to make an EV of this point, just like this, and I'm going to take this EV, and as you can see, the elevation is 233. I'm drawing a new polyline, and I'm going to specify on the Y vertex the same value, 233.4031. I'm selecting the polyline, and I'm going to move it in the correct position. So by using move, I'm going to move it right here. So now my Y value is actually the correct elevation. So now I can simply use build graph on section, the single one, so not the multiple that we already seen. I specify a name for the section, and again, as before, I insert the new lines with the information that I need to be displayed inside the graph. Okay, I'm going on next, next again, and for the reference elevation, I'm going to insert 190. And this is my graph. So to check that everything is correct, I'm going to take a look at the starting elevation and at the end elevation. So as you can see, I'm going to check with ED the elevation of this point, and it corresponds is 210, just like on the graph. Okay, now back to the first example. You can also do multiple vertical section, and you're gonna need the polyline also this time. And this is similar to build lines section. So now we're going to insert a width. For example, we're going to insert 70. We're going to insert a step, and in this case it's going to be 30. And we're going to select the model. So use alternate layers for drawing consecutive lines. We say no. So as you can see, there are multiple vertical sections created that are that use the red polyline as an axis. So again, I could use a rotate section by current 2CS to rotate all these sections and use the graph, but it's far more easy to use build lines and build lines graphs instead.